Good morning. Welcome to the late May update from the board. Your president still for another year is myself, Bob Walter, and vice president is Randy Robbins, and we'll be going over some things that have been happening recently with our board now that the elections are over with. One of the most important things as far as revenue is concerned has to do with the reserve replenishment assessment fee. That was approved by the voters the day of infamy, December 7th last year, by 85% overwhelmingly. We had difficulty getting it recorded with the county due to not able to notify all of the lien holders. So finally, according to our attorney, Wayne Gorelnick, the new date on that is going to be June 4th. So effective June 4th on, every eligible escrow that closes will be receiving 6 months HOA dues, which amounts to $2,190. So we're looking forward to that revenue stream, not only now, but this is going to be forever, for years to come. We do apologize to the realtors and the brokers and agents that may have something currently in escrow and they were maybe not aware of the pending date, the recording date, but it is what it is. That's going to be the date unless there's a delay from the county. But effective from that point on, those fees will be for all those eligible buyers. Another thing the board has been doing is that we're contemplating an RFP for the food and beverage operation. So we're looking to develop a scope of work, get involved with the procurement advisory committee, and see if we can, if we need to make a change in reference to that. The current food and beverage operation has been doing better. This past month, there was a significant reduction in losses. And we will continue to look at the feasibility and the overall operation and also consider them in the RFP process. We also interviewed a new food and beverage director, Eric Wenzel, on the 22nd, and I believe the offer has been made. He has accepted and should be starting shortly, so that's great. Now have a director for our food and beverage operation, which is very, very necessary. The Senate Bill 478, in their infinite wisdom at the state of California, they decided to no longer allow gratuities to be added on to service charges in restaurants and lounge or in any place you go to. The effective date is July 1st, so we're going to start ours here June 18th. So from that point on, we need to make sure that we put gratuities on and we tip our waiters and waitresses here because we don't want to lose them. We have some great staff. And related to that, we the board, decided to give a $1 wage increase to all of the service staff in the restaurant and lounge. Another thing we were involved in is there had been a request for automatic door in the south clubhouse. The one door never really worked properly. It was heavy and difficult to get in and out on the tennis side of the building. So we had that recently installed and had a very favorable response from our membership.
The doors are great. They're fancy. Makes me think I'm in a fancy hotel.
And now Randy will be talking about some more important issues that we've been involved with for the past month. Thank you.
Thank you, Bob. What I wanted to point out is that Lori Hazelton, she was beat by Don Day in the election, and we want to thank Lori for all the work she did with the community and still will continue to do with the community. We know that. And welcome Don Day to the board, and we hope to continue the strides that we've been making the last couple of years. Another thing that we've done, many of you are familiar with hearing the phrase the OPA team or the OPA task force. Well, the A in that stands for analysis. So it's been an operating procedural analysis. That portion of it has been completed. We are now going to go to the implementation of it, working with Karen Conlon. This is a governance model rather than a management model. We've kind of been using a hybrid. The board has managed the management team, but we've also governed the management team. So now we're going to really define our roles in a governance aspect. We believe it will be much more beneficial to the community, also empower our management team a little bit, and there will be less second guessing than has been the history of managing the management team. So we're looking forward to that. That has been fully approved to do the entire implementation. Recently, the RV storage lot has had some break-ins. We went months without any, so that was a good sign. But unfortunately, we got hit twice in 1 week just recently. We also determined that our cameras are inefficient down there at the RV lot. So for the time being, we are putting a Securitas member on site in the RV lot from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. We felt this was necessary just to give the confidence to the RV owners and the community in general. And hopefully we'll go months and months without another break-in or anything like that. We are looking at other options. There's some Wi-Fi based cameras. There's a lot of different options right now. All of them do cost some money. We were hoping to integrate it with our overall camera and surveillance restructuring within the entire community. However, at this point, we're going to have to do what we can to secure the RV lot and just get that taken care of for the time being. The lounge expansion, that is going well. It should be ready at some point in September, probably later September, maybe earlier if things just go super duper smooth. That's our goal. The furniture has been picked out for it and ordered. It's very good commercial grade furniture. Everything else is plugging away. The demolition of the old ceiling is gone. The new ceiling is put in. I think what we may do in the very near future, just keep your eyes open on Good Day Sun Lakes and Channel 97, is we may be getting some pictures of it for you. It's blocked off right now, but we may get some pictures just so the community sees the progress that's being made. But it's really opened it up, knocking out the walls that were designed to be knocked out and so forth. There was a new club in our community. It's called the Travel Club. The Travel Club is not to promote or sell travel. It's so that those of you that wish can get together, share your pictures of your trips, share the trips that you've been on, and it is not a non-commercial club. It's just about sharing the experiences of travel. As many of you are travelers that are gone a month or two out of the summertime or wintertime it may be, we get a lot of that, a lot of travelers here. So I think that's going to be a fun club for those that have joined it. And I understand they had over 100 members at the beginning, so that's great for them. Also, there's been a lot of talk in recent year or so about the room reservation fees, and we finally have pinned down, and with the help of Jason and Chris and the management team, we've contacted other communities to determine their rate structure. We have it broken down into 3 tiers. We have member and or club. On-site clubs will still continue with no fee. If you want to sponsor a family member or family sponsored event that the member is going to be at, then, but it's like a baby shower for a granddaughter or something like that, then that's under a certain rate structure. And if we do an outside, as in the Chamber of Commerce, or somebody comes in to run a fundraising event, then there's a different rate structure for that. So that's been finalized, and we hope that's going to bring some revenue in. More than anything, at least cover our costs, our monitor costs, our cleanup costs, and so forth. And then that the same would go with if that's involved with restaurant and lounge, or excuse me, food and beverage department. And if it's an outside thing, we will have a fee for that. And last thing I want to touch on is the Pass Action Group, which is of course, most of you know, is the fight against the Banning Point warehouse. As many of you know, we won one step within it, and that is forcing the city to reauthorize it, basically due to bias of a council member that voted at the time. And that council member happened to be our District 3 representative at that time. And it did not work out well. And so we're hoping to get it reapproved. We've been lobbying council members, and we're going to hopefully do that. That is currently scheduled for June 11th at the council chambers. The Pass Action Group will be putting together a group of about 5 speakers to address all of the issues that we can. Others are welcome to talk, but we do want to keep it very succinct and on point at this council meeting, because to be blunt about it, we don't want to make them mad again. We want to convince them that not doing the project is the right thing to do, not get them mad at us by being too boisterous and yelling. Unfortunately, we had some of that last time. So I do ask the community that when we do meet that, if you do get up to speak, just to please, try to keep proper decorum. And but hopefully this battle will be once and for all done, one way or the other, come June 11th. We have appealed the environmental aspects of it. We filed a notice of appeal, and depending what happens on June 11th, we'll decide exactly what we need to do, and we'll have a town hall to discuss it with the members. So that's about all I've got. Bob, do you have anything else you'd like to add?
Yeah, I'd like to just remind membership here that if you have any concerns, you have any complaints, you need something to be addressed, please use the message to management. There's a box at the receptionist desk, and you can also, on the webpage, check that and send it in, or you can contact directly Jason or Chris, or you can contact your district delegate or your representative on the board. But the message to management documents what it is, when it was sent in, and what took place. And so if they're not following it up, we'll know, because we do check on them to make sure that it's being addressed in a timely manner. So I find that this is the best communication system on holding everything accountable, your management company, and also addressing your concerns in a timely manner. So that's basically it for May, and we'll look forward to the June. It won't be quite as late as this one was, but there were so many things going on. We wanted everything to get resolved after the 22nd on our open, before we reported out to the community. So thank you very much. See you next month.
Thank you, everybody.